week one of the brand new training ground building. I can see there's a smile on all the lads' faces. I can imagine it must be, amazing to finally be in here.
Yeah, it's a great feeling to have. It's brought definitely a positive energy, a better feel behind us, and now it's just about taking these feelings and this positiveness into the Saturday, so that way we can go get 3 points.
I mean, there's such massive changes, isn't there? I mean, it's simply been able to eat a meal with the rest of the lads instead of having to go home and eat. It's just, a massive change.
Yeah. It was definitely good to have meals with the boys and, more of a social aspect, create more of a bond, especially with new players coming in. I think beforehand, even though we did kind of eat a bit together, like it's
in
more
the gym.
in the gym or like having food on our laps or sitting on the floor or anything, it still creates better opportunities and to learn about each other. And I think having that canteen area and having like a social aspect behind us is definitely going to progress us more as a group.
And the food's pretty good, I hear.
Yeah, food's very good, I'm actually quite pleased with it.
Let's talk on the pitch matters. As a striker, I imagine the lack of goals in the last few games for the team is pretty frustrating. But I mean, we've had plenty of chances, and it feels like even if it's a scrappy one, as soon as one goes in, it will sort of get back in the groove.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely need to take some of our chances. We do create a lot of attacking moments where we can, but we need to also make sure they're clinical and make the right passes at the right time, and also take those opportunities where we have around the box. I think once we all score and everything, we'll all come together as a group, because we're definitely a team that has a high scoring feeling about us. So we just got to carry on and believing in ourselves to get the best opportunities.
Because what is the feeling after a game such as, Burton away and Shrewsbury at home in the last couple of weeks, when we've played so well and just haven't been able to score? Is it mainly frustration?
Yeah, it's definitely frustration. For me, even like normally, I'll probably put that chance away against Burton, but it's about not being too down about it. We can see that we're a good side. We can definitely play a great way of playing, but we know it's all about taking our chances and opportunities and squeezing the life out of them. Because if we don't, then it's just going to be going somewhere else, and we can't afford to do that at this level. We need to be able to implement our game, but also take our chances.
Looking at the form table, yes, we haven't picked up many wins recently, but Cambridge United are struggling as well in that aspect. How big a match is it for us going into match against a team struggling at home? Because they'll probably be looking at the same at our form as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like, as a team's they're probably not where they feel like they should be and how their results should have been. But you can't count any team out at this level, no matter where they are. Like, you have some teams that are down there that shouldn't be down there, but they're down there for their reasons and why they are. Like, that's for them. But we need to be able to not be too down and then believe in ourselves to go get 3 points. It's about who wants it more at the end of the day. And I think we want it more to get 3 points at home.
It's easy to look back at previous matches and against a certain opponent, but our last two matches against Cambridge in the FA Cup last year, there was that controversial goal and losing late on at Cambridge this season, then sort of lights a fire a little bit, sort of having felt hard done by in previous games against the
Yeah, definitely.
team.
I feel like in those games beforehand, I feel like we've definitely had a better start to the game. I think we've definitely could have implemented and scored a few more chances in those games, not just for myself, but from others as well. And, like having a 1-0 lead or something like that, it doesn't always guarantee you the win. We've got to carry on being resilient, carry on showing our character and not concede, be that wall behind the ball, so that way we can carry on giving ourselves the best opportunities to go win the game.
Cambridge played in midweek away at Fleetwood, which is a long trip for anyone, really, isn't it? Has it been spoken about, or do you expect it to be spoken about, that it's about having not played a midweek game, we perhaps find that extra energy to sort of make an advantage?
Yeah, it could give you an advantage, but it's about how we used to take it. If we have the right energy behind us and actually bring our energy on a day and use that to our advantage, is definitely going to help us. But if we don't use that, it can definitely be something that backfires against us, and we're not taking opportunities like that. We need to be on the front foot on them, and make them feel uncomfortable, and using that they might have had a midweek game this week, so they could be more tired because of all the travelling. They got to travel downhill, which is not a close distance for them. So hopefully we can use that to advantage and take the energy they have there and not give them something to bounce back with.
And finally, this weekend's game is dedicated to Level Playing Fields Unite for Access campaign, which is raising awareness of accessibility for disabled football fans and sports fans in general. How important is it that we do our bit to highlight these campaigns, because it's always perhaps goes unnoticed that disabled supporters do have difficulty in watching football because there's not always the facilities there for them?
Yeah, I feel like everyone should be able to watch and enjoy football or play football or have some type of involvement in it. To help everyone to be at the games or get involved in the games is definitely a positive feeling to have. I don't feel anyone should be deprived of it. Unless you don't want to play it or watch it, I understand. But it's just one of those things. If you love it, I feel like you should be involved in it. If you want to watch it, I feel like anyone should be able to watch it, and we should help everybody to watch those games and have a best feeling behind it.